The following broadcast contains strong opinions, playful antics, and controversial topics causing off-the-rails fun. Chances for being offended are higher than average for sensitive people. Viewer discretion is not advised. Live a little and have some fun.
Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Coach's Box Call Like We See It podcast. This is episode 193.
Man,
Zach, welcome to the show. I'm Chris Miller. That's Zach McVey. We might get Jarvis at some point. I'm not sure if he's trying to find the spoon to stir his insurer, but he'll be here.
He fell asleep on the couch, I'm sure.
He's got a 5-year plan, Zach. Come on. 5 years.
No.
5
He's
years.
got more like a 16, 18-year plan. He's got to go Weston through high school.
No, he doesn't have to. It's recommended that you, maybe live a little bit longer, but he's got a 5-year plan. Doesn't have to have an 18. That's a very high ceiling. Anyway, welcome to the Coach's Box. We're happy to be here again this week. And, we don't have Jim Powers. He's big time. And Kevin has some family stuff. He's taking care of some stuff. So the only one who gets to pass today is Kevin. Me and you are here. Jarvis, we don't know. He's AWOL. We don't know. Jim, we know what's going on with Jim.
Right.
I'm sure there's a TV camera and something going on somewhere.
It's a day that ends in Y.
That's right. Hashtag big time. So Zach, this show, we've had a lot of really interesting things, and I know we've talked about women's basketball a lot more than what me and you probably ever thought in the last however many years of doing this show.
Right.
But this is kind of been a very hot topic because I think a lot of people have their eyes on the WNBA for a lot of reasons. Number one reason is because Caitlin Clark was pretpretty good at Iowa. I mean, she was okay.
Just a tad.
Just a little bit, not too bad. And as her WNBA rookie season has unfolded out of a handful of games, I'm pretty sure she has found herself scraping herself off the floor a handful of times and would probably have a couple handful of bruises from the games she's been playing.
Yeah.
And it's been pretty rough. So Zach, what's your take on how the WNBA is treating Caitlin Clark?
Well, I'm just wondering how her insurance plan is. What's that deductible? Because she might have met it by now. Okay. So I'm trying to think, is this playing the long game? Are the players and maybe the managers and the owners and this, that, and the other, are they playing the long game here? And they know something we don't. Or are they so short-sighted that they don't understand their meal ticket? Okay, so I look at it two different ways. One, the short-sightedness is, hey, this is a rookie that's coming into the league. We've been here for multiple years. You got Diana Taurasi say in the comments that she had said weeks ago, you obviously see the physicality of the play against Caitlin Clark. And it's like, why would you want to hurt the player that is drawing all of this interest? Okay. That's the short-sightedness. Now, here's the long game. And I thought about this. Maybe we're the dumb ones. Chris.
I try not to own that too much, but
we've been told that before a time or two. Maybe. Yes. Yeah. Maybe the long game is the more she gets beat up day in and day out, the more it gets talked about which then builds the brand for the WNBA. And so it's like, if we stop the hard contact and the fouls and all of that, then we don't talk about it. And then if they don't talk about it, it goes away. So maybe there's just, this collusion amongst the WNBA teams to say, look, let's just keep doing this. The media keep talking about it, and everybody wins.
Well, I mean, I see your point, and I raise you the level of stupidity that not you with this.
Oh, definitely me.
What? First off, you hit the nail on the head. Why are all of these players just wanting to beat the hell out of Caitlin Clark? I mean, number one, I get it. You got a rookie coming in who's got a lot of notoriety, and it's like, listen, Rook, let's put you in your place.
Right.
I'm totally fine with that.
Right.
Make her carry the luggage. There's a couple.
Hey, we know how much you're making off endorsements. You're picking up the tab.
But yeah. I mean, look, you can play physical, and there's no. I am totally fine. Anybody that ever listened to me coach one day of practice knows for a fact I don't have a problem with physicality in basketball. I think it's part of the game. What I do have a problem with is the fact that what are you trying? What attention are you wanting to bring to the WNBA?
Yeah,
if you want your league to say, "Oh yeah, we're a legitimate basketball league." It's not freaking. It's not a roller derby match.
Right.
Without skates, because there's some stuff like, look again when Chetty Kennedy just shoulder checks Clark for no reason. All that tells me you're a little jealous, hon. You're just a little jealous. I'm not answering any Caitlin Clark questions. But why? Because you just did something stupid. You just hit the rising star of the WNBA. Your meal ticket. You just said it.
Right. Well, hold on though. Is she playing chess and we're playing checkers?
No.
Because think about it. Did you know who she was before this happened? Kennedy Carter?
No, I didn't.
Okay, there you go.
Wait. So what am I? Oh, you got
your
15
winning.
Minutes? Yeah. And hashtag meal ticket. Wait, I get my 15 minutes of fame and maybe some more followers on Twitter, X, whatever, or TikTok or something. And I'm trending. Ooh. Or I coattail ride this person who's obviously helped get chartered flights and sitting in front of sold out arenas and getting more eyes on the WNBA because of her. And I always say honest, you got Brink, you got Reese, you got these other girls who can play. And
I was talking about her later on too, but yeah, keep going.
But yeah, I want to ride that. I don't want to be Diane Taurasi and be like, well, we've been here for a while. But nobody freaking cared. I mean, it's like great when they cared when you was at UConn, hon. That's when they cared. That's when they cared about any of you guys. That was it. When you played in college. Yeah. You want to try to make the professional basketball in this country, or supposed to be the best basketball in the world, be legit. Let's not beat the hell out of people who can help you make more money. Well, okay, right, Chetty Kennedy. Let's say she did that and she broke Clark's collarbone, so she's out for the year. Let's just say, God forbid, because you never want to see somebody get hurt. That happens. Then what? Do you think all those people are going to come and watch like they have been because of Chetty Kennedy or the Chicago Sky and how? No, they're not. They're not going to, because you know why? They don't care, and we didn't know who you were.
Right?
Sorry.
Exactly. I mean, and so when you said we don't know who you are, so Angel Reese comes out and makes that comment about not only Caitlin Clark, but like, hey, people come to the WNBA to see me too. Okay, I get it. You have to have storylines in sports. It was Brady versus Manning for decades.
All right, you ready? Hang on. You ready?
I'm not comparing the greatness of those two. I'm saying the storyline here. And what I'm saying is, it's always good to have
basketball
drama.
Camp, bro. I'm not going to quit early for this. Sorry.
You have to create drama. But when she comes out and says, people want to come see me too, and then you realize and you look at the numbers and it's like, okay, yeah, 7,000, 8,000 people. That's great that are coming to your ball games. You know how many people are coming to Caitlin Clark ball games? 17,000, 18,000. So
She's
again,
a moron.
Well, jump right in here, Jason. Tell us.
So Jason, obviously our show title alluded to, we've been talking a little bit here about is Zach says, is everybody in the WNBA playing chess and we're checkers, because even though they're playing dirty, they're in the news, where the WNBA has never been in the news before, except that, hey, we have a league and somebody might have won a championship. But now, obviously, with Clark and how things are going, what's your take on all this? First off, let's start off with the hard fouling of Caitlin Clark.
These are vindictive women. I mean, it is ridiculous. They are being absolutely ridiculous to Caitlin Clark, who has shed light on the WNBA, and I think it's jealousy. She has her own shoe. She has a shoe deal. A bunch of them don't. And, she's making money and everyone's talking about her. They're not talking about me. And, and some of them, it's just blatant. I mean, they're blatant fouls. I've tuned in some games, and if Caitlin Clark's playing, I'll watch.
Right.
I'm not gonna. What's even the LSU girl's name?
Angel Reese.
Which one?
Angel Reese. Yeah,
Reese.
I'm not tuning in to watch Angel Reese.
What? You mean nobody's turning in to watch her?
Well, if
Jason, anyway, that's breaking news.
She has to be no. You're not Dennis Rodman. Shut up. This isn't the same. And no, I think the women of the WNBA are doing a disservice to their product.
I agree.
I mean, they're turning some people off. Like, now the casual fan that wants to watch Caitlin Clark, maybe they would have watched Angel Reese play, but now that she's acting a fool and a bunch of others are, no, I'm only watching when Caitlin plays.
I will say this. I do think that this creates drama later on when these teams play each other again. I mean, we've obviously had, this is the third meeting between a team that Reese played for and a team that Clark played for, obviously with the 2 games against LSU and then this one against Chicago. The thing is, man, it's just, I think that the league is a rough league. I think it's been played physical. And I don't think that this is uncommon for rookies coming in or just other players in general, because there's a lot of women who end up on the injured list.
Okay,
in the WNBA, probably a little bit more than what they are in the NBA.
All right, so let's have this conversation. Is this even on the news if it's not Caitlin Clark?
What'd I just say about it's like, wait, you have a league? Yeah, we got uniforms and everything. It's great.
Is this even if it's some second round draft pick free agent that happened to?
No.
Hasn't the WNBA lost money every year it's been in existence almost?
Yeah, that's why they coattail ride the NBA.
So, I mean, that's you know what, a bigger thing this is coming down to is our society today, and all these people think that I deserve this. I deserve this. I'm entitled to this. I mean, the men are making that money, so should we. No one. You're getting maybe 4,000 or 5,000 to your game. No, you shouldn't be making the money that LeBron's making. I'm sorry, it's not the same. It's not the same. I'm not bashing women. No. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now. I watched the Final Four and that I've never watched the Final Four before Caitlin Clark of girls. Ever. Connecticut won I don't know how many times. I never watched it.
Okay, so here's your stat. 2022, there's 168.6 million women in the United States. Now, population of the United States is over 330 million. So again, you can do the math on percentages. So if only 5,000, 8,000 people are going to attend these WNBA games at these major cities, major markets. Why aren't the women supporters going to the game? You know what I mean? Like, again, you talked about losing money. Why aren't you supporting an organization? You talk about the money and you talk about equal this, equal that. Show up.
How
Well,
can they I just don't get it.
It's because of the casual fan is who watches basketball is generally a male. And it's just the way it is. I mean, as far as women watching sports, it's not as many as men. And there's very few that are they're watching a lot anyway. I mean, it's just that is it's not a sexist comment. That's a fact. That's an easy, you can look it up on a Gallup poll. There's more men that watch. So the brand of basketball has to be something that men want to watch in order to get more attendance. This isn't we're going to target women as the target audience. What you can do is you can get more women or more young girls to watch the game by making your product more enjoyable to the younger crowd or the younger girls who want to watch. Like, listen, this girl wants to be Caitlin Clark someday. This girl wanted to be Diana Taurasi, whatever. It doesn't matter. Any WNBA player, but you have to have something it can't be, again, like I said earlier before Jarvis got here, it can't be watching a roller derby game without skates and helmets and pads.
No, Taurasi's part of the problem too, though.
Yeah, because she ran her mouth.
She ran her mouth too. I mean, what are you doing?
This gives you an idea. And okay, I know that Indiana was terrible last year, but Indiana had brought in across 20 home games last year, brought in 81,000 fans total. Okay, across 20 games. They have already in 5 games brought in 82,000. Who do you think they're coming to watch, kids? Who do you think they're coming to watch? Do you think it's just because the women are playing and they're good? I am not saying that any WNBA player before Caitlin Clark has not been good. I saw Cynthia Cooper play. She could play. Maya Moore could play. Diana Taurasi can play. All these women have come before her can play and who played in the league. But it's not a brand of basketball that has been exciting to people to watch because they don't compare to the men. Clark has brought, again, you hit the three and you're making those big plays. It's more, it's something that men want to watch.
Well,
that's the way it is.
Let's be honest. None of those other people that you mentioned were making threes from the logo. I mean,
no.
When I'm not going to lie to you. It took me a minute to catch on to the Caitlin Clark and start watching, but when they kept showing highlights on it, I'm like, I gotta catch a game. I mean, this is crazy. And I watch and I'm like, holy crap, she is it. And it wasn't like she's shooting that far out. They were guarding her even out there. I mean,
right.
It's a shame that these, man, I don't want to say it. They're just showing their misguided thoughts or their.
Well, I like how you're stumbling around on this.
Some of them don't seem very educated the way they're acting.
Well, I agree because again, why would you want to screw yourself out of money?
You take her out and she's injured for 7 weeks, and she comes to your town. Well, guess what? No one's coming now. But if she was playing, all those people, there's going to be people all over America wanting to see her play.
Okay, so back in September of 2023, the WNBA released that the 2023 season was the most watched regular season in 21 years via TV. So it was 21% increased. Now, what I will say is this: a lot of that comes because of the ability to watch streaming. It's all kind of centrally. It's ESPN. ESPN basically has all of the WNBA. And that means that they can put games on ABC. They can watch on the app. You can watch ESPN, ESPN2. CBS actually had it, but a lot of people watch on ESPN. The other part of it is the fact that they can bet on people can bet on the games. And the WNBA is an easy bet for a lot of people who like to bet. And I'm not saying because the games are easy to bet on. It's just it's like, well, I can do a parlay. Okay, I'm going to do that. It's an easy one to get and go with. Yeah. So that obviously you're invested in it. They started doing fantasy leagues with ESPN Fantasy has WNBA. Yahoo Sports has fantasy leagues. So when you start doing fantasy sports, obviously you get more people involved. I do think the brand of basketball has improved because there's a lot more. There's a lot better women playing the game of basketball overall than what there ever has been, except, the few in the past, the Cheryl Millers, Rebecca Lobos, those are all gone. Now it's more, there's more parity. There's a higher average of good basketball players.
Well, so, and we kind of talked about this the other week. I mean, it's an up tempo, or at least when I watched that game against Las Vegas, I think it was either Vegas or Liberty. I can't remember. But it's up tempo. I mean, they were flying around. That first quarter, it was like they were on ice skates. They were making shots. They were hitting threes. It wasn't like an all-star game where there was no defense being played. It was just quality basketball. And I think you see that because I do watching, being a girls coach for years and watching Gino and Summit and all of that. You have seen better basketball develop over the years. You've seen, a higher quality of athlete that now is reaching the WNBA, and you're seeing that, I think, translate. And so it is a better game to watch rather than when we were kids, when it first came out. Well, Jarvis probably, he's, old, but when Chris and I were kids and it first came out, it was like, okay, they're doing layups, they're doing a layup, and everybody's like, okay, let's watch Michael Jordan. So,
well, wait, it was real easy to say, what basketball game am I going to watch? I can watch WGN and watch the Bulls play, or I can turn over here and on cable and watch Kobe and Shaq play, or I can watch the WNBA on Who Gives a Damn, whatever network they were on.
I didn't even know that was when was the NBA created? What year?
The WNBA was
96,
created,
I believe.
It was in 98.
Was it 98?
It was 98.
I mean, I was almost ready to graduate college.
Wow, really?
Well, I went.
A lot of people go to college.
A lot of people are called doctors when they've went as long as I have. But hey,
Herbie Hancock.
Herbie Hancock.
5.5 years. I had fun.
I got the total college experience.
All right, Ben Wilder.
But it comes across to me like they're just so jealous. Come on, man. I mean, look, I get it. You want them to you want somebody coming in to not be, take your thunder, but at the same time, game's supposed to respect game. I'm sorry, it just is. Like when somebody's good, have the wherewithal to know that that's happening. That okay, this person can play. What are you doing? Are you at the school?
Yeah, he was in his office.
Oh man, no wonder the internet's choppy. Look at you.
Dude, I didn't have. Oh, you're talking about choppy internet.
How's my internet right now? How's my internet?
Now it's good.
That's right, because I fixed it. I fixed it.
Did you turn it off and turn it back on?
Well, I did that a few times, but I think I identified my problem. I had camp
till 8, and I was like, man, there ain't no need me trying to rush home. The only way I knew I could get on here within the first 30 minutes of the show was if I brought my headphones with me. So I was just like, yeah.
It's all right, man.
I got a couple kids that have been staying till like 9 o'clock every night afterwards and shooting. So there's like 6 of them in there playing 3-on-3. So let them go.
Yeah, they're in there playing. They're not. They keeps them out of trouble, man. Let them go.
Yeah.
Let them go.
Speaking of trouble, if you want to change it,
yeah, are we jumping right in now? You want to take a
no.
quick commercial and then we'll come
Let's
back?
do that. We'll talk about
do
people.
that.
We'll talk about people getting in trouble because obviously they don't have interpreters.
Oh,
gosh,
God.
here we go.
Man,
All
so
right.
all the baseball guys didn't have interpreters.
I'm a bird stuck in Larry Bird's attic. And I'm going cuckoo.
What the heck?
What you got, Larry? May the best bird win. Rick. You may be a legend on the court, but you're an amateur up here. Heads up, Larry. So get off stage, save money, and be protected from mayhem, like me.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands?
On average, heating and cooling account for around 40% of your energy bills. Introducing the efficient Daikin Fit, a revolutionary HVAC system for ducted homes. While other units use considerable energy turning on and off, the Daikin Fit saves energy through consistent comfort control. It's the perfect fit for homes like yours. See the difference. Feel the benefits. Daikin Fit.
Give Home by SMCI a call today at 636-337-4444 or email them at service@homebysmci.com.
Guys, if you've been in to check out the changes at Case and Buck's Grub and Pub, stop by, check us out. We've got awesome wings. We got great pizza. We got a steak sandwich, a steak salad. Holy cow. We got games. We've got lotto. We've got cold beer. We've got a little bit of everything. Stop by, check us out. Check out the weekly specials. Barbecue, pork steaks. Yum. Harold's Market. Thank you, my friends. Check us out. We are waiting for you.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Coach's Box Call Like We See It podcast. This is episode 193. Yes, 193 of these sons of bucks have been on the air. And if you do like our show, if this is the first time you've tuned in and you have no idea, or you decide to get up and go take a whiz during our commercials or do something else and not pay attention, you would have saw that you can check out all of our episodes for free on Facebook and YouTube, and you can check every single one of them. You can see some funny shorts. We're also on TikTok. I don't know if you can see these graphics behind me, but we're on Twitter, we're on TikTok, or you can listen on Spotify and Apple. It's all free because we don't put crap behind a paywall, because why the hell would we do that? So anyway, now that we got some of that out of the way, Zach, I would like for you to introduce us to this topic, unless you need me to hire someone to interpret it for you.
Yeah, because I can't figure out how to pronounce the names. So you can go ahead. You can
I am not. No, you go ahead and butcher them. You are Hey, we were going to talk about this. I'm going to let you be the person to butcher the names.
Oh my
and I
goodness.
will not make it into a TikTok, I promise.
Yeah, right. Okay. So I don't know if you have heard, but Major League Baseball has banned one player for life for betting on baseball, and 4 others get a 1-year suspension. Now, I'm going to butcher this name because I'm going to assume he is not from the United States. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I don't know. Tucapita Marcano? I don't know. I'm assuming that. Yeah, exactly.
Say that again.
Right?
What was
Yeah.
that? No.
Chupacabra, Marcano, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
Try
I don't
again.
know.
Try again.
He is banned for life. Okay. He is banned for life. And then you have Michael Kelly from the Oakland A's suspended
was
for
too
1
easy.
year.
You didn't butcher that one.
Yeah. Jay Groom, or we're going to say Groom of San Diego. Oh, my goodness. Andrew Salfrank of Arizona and Jose Rodriguez of Philadelphia. Okay. Now, here's what I don't get. And, Chris, you can put it back on the screen. So I thought if Pete Rose gets a lifetime ban, okay, Chapico, he gets his I don't know, Tapioca, he gets his lifetime ban. Why don't the other guys? Because they bet less than $1,000. So hold on. Major League Baseball is changing their rules, so they're drawing a line in the sand that over $1,000 is a lifetime ban. Under $1,000, what are we doing here? Is it a ban? Is it not? I don't. Okay, Chris, I know you're going to disagree with me, but here's what I'm going to tell you.
Nonsense.
They're not curing cancer. Okay, they are playing a game.
Okay.
If, in my opinion, if they are not betting on the team that they play for, and if they are not betting on themselves, kind of like Jonte Porter did, then who cares? Let them bet on whatever they want to bet, because we're in America. This is the greatest country in the world. We're living in the greatest time in the world.
Okay.
And it's all entertainment. Let them do what they want.
Did you just say we're living in the greatest time?
In history? Oh, yeah. You want to live – hold on. You want to go back to the
80s.
Middle Ages?
80s.
You want to go back to the Middle Ages?
No,
80s.
but I'll go to the 80s.
Really?
90s.
Hell yeah, I go to the 80s.
Well,
Better
okay.
music.
I will argue the 90s is probably the greatest decade. Okay, you got
They
it.
don't dress as cool.
What's that?
They didn't dress as cool.
I don't know. The 80s was pretty good.
Well,
I mean, I was a little kid, but they had better cartoons. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah. The Coyote, man.
No, that was the 70s, Jarvis. I was talking about like Voltron.
Dude, I
like
was
that.
born in 76.
Ghostbusters,
So I was
Teenage Mutant Ninja
5.
Turtles.
I was 4 in the 80s. So shut up.
Okay.
He lived through it. He
Hey,
can
man,
remember.
I only got 7 years out of it, okay? So that was it. Sorry.
He was already pre-med in college. He was there for a year, right? We're gonna smash him now.
Fine.
But what do you guys? I mean, what do you guys think?
Don't make fun of people like that.
I'm
It's not
sorry.
nice.
We're trying to have fun here. So what do you guys? What's your take? But Ohtani, he's still playing.
Of course he's still playing. I'm still mad because I had the number 2 pick in my fantasy baseball. Came out and I went, dude, he may get in trouble. What if he gets in trouble? And I didn't take him. I took his teammate Freeman.
Oh, what? On the second pick?
Number 2?
Yes. Well, you got to
You
remember.
could have done it with Acuna. You could have done
No.
He's out too, though.
Hold
I know,
on.
but you didn't know that.
I'm in a keeper league, and
Okay.
some of those people are kept. He was rated. Freeman was right below Ohtani in the rankings of who was left
available.
and who wasn't. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is
All
a
right.
keeper
On
league. Like
Dodgers?
Like
Keeper
I've
league.
kept, like I've been in this league for, I don't know, 10 years or more. I've had Mark Simeon on my team for the last 6 years because he is awesome. But anyway, I don't get how we pick and choose how long they're suspended and who's suspended. I mean, Rose, it was done. You're suspended.
Mm-hmm.
You're done. You're out of baseball.
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree with Zach, though. You cannot let. If I play baseball, I should not be betting on baseball.
Tell me why.
Because it's gonna
Ain't nothing but heartache. Sorry, it was just perfect.
It was. It went
There's
right.
your
It was right there.
There's
You
your
just
When he said, "Tell me
lobbed
why,"
it up, and I was like, I'm gonna break that out. I'm on the air, and I don't give a damn. Karaoke
No,
night up
here's your
in this place.
karaoke.
All
I
right.
may have lost my train of thought a little bit.
Why can baseball? Why, in your opinion, do baseball players or should baseball players not bet on baseball games?
Because they shouldn't. It kind of colludes. It just is going to bring up questions on motives and everything else, whether they're betting on their team or not. I'm going to text so and so and see who's playing today. I'm going to text so and so and see, hey, are you playing? Are you out? I just no. I just don't think they should be betting on their own sport.
Chris?
I mean, it wasn't like he placed like 5 bets. Okay, I don't know if you guys have followed here. I just want to make sure he gambled more than $150,000 across nearly 400 baseball bets.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and here's the thing about these guys. They all have to be the dumbest dudes ever because they never make more money. It's just like, hey, I'm gonna get back to zero, or no, you're not. You keep losing money on betting, you're not any good at it.
House always wins.
You got
man.
a problem, dude.
Like
you need to stop.
Jonte Porter's was so dumb. And this other guy they were talking about the other day, I don't even know which one of those names, Tippecanoe or whatever.
like it. Yes.
I don't know.
Man.
I don't know
That's
whatever
great.
you're talking about, but I mean, the one dude didn't win a bet. Not one of his bets won.
Exactly. So obviously he wasn't calling
You're a
anybody.
baseball player, and you can't even put out a good bet. At least one.
That's what I'm saying. So let him bet.
Oh, so
His last name is Marcana, by the way. I mean,
Marcana?
it's like Titicaca Marcana. I don't know. It's something like that.
Sip of Marcana.
Yeah.
So so he also placed 25 bets on the Pirates while he was on the roster. Okay, end of story. You can't bet on baseball, and you especially can't bet while you're on the team against the team you're playing.
Is that guy banned? Is he the one banned?
That's who we're talking about. That's the guy who got the lifetime ban.
He should be banned.
You can't. Okay, and the good thing about Pete Rose is you can't bet on the games that you played. I mean, so they might suspend the other guys because it's like, okay, I'm going to bet on teams that are not us, but that's still, you can't do that,
right?
But you definitely, beyond any shadow of the doubt, cannot bet on your own team. That's the easiest way. Oh, wait, listen, guys. There's this tree in the middle of the garden, and it's got some fruit on it. It might taste great. I don't know, but you don't eat from it, okay? You understand that, Adam? You understand that, Eve? You got one thing you can do. You get the whole place to yourselves. You can do whatever you want, but don't eat from that tree. And it's just like, man, you know what? Let's eat from that tree. These are just the same way. It's like the original sin of your sport. And it's, man, I don't know. I'm getting a lot of money. Maybe I'll make some more. You're not going to. Do it.
I just don't understand it. I don't understand what is, dude. I mean, I've gambled before, but I don't like losing money. And so if I'm making a couple mil or I'm making some of the,
so what that's like, but I mean,
I would assume that I wouldn't need to bet.
Well, yeah. I get,
now, if I'm like Jordan and I'm making like all kinds of mil, well, then I might go gamble at the casino, or I might make some bets.
Right. Okay. So, does this, in your opinion, will this spotlight an epidemic in baseball? You know, I mean, it's been rather quickly.
A lot of people are saying
that there are maybe, I don't know, kind of, I'm not comparing it to Balco, but for for, I don't know, posterity's sake, is it going to be something like that where there's going to be all these names that come out, and then you get big time names? Okay, are you going to change the rule because it's big time names, or are you going to say you're out, you're out, you're out? What do you think? Because again, we've had, this is now the 6th guy this year that's either accused or have been found to have been placing bets on.
I mean, but are you saying that in MLB, or are you saying that in sports in general?
No, MLB.
Well, guys, I'm telling you, is as easy as it is, because if you're in a state that legalizes gambling on sports, like in Missouri, we can't. Now you can if you go right down there on the riverfront by Herculaneum, by the on that whatever, I can't remember the road. It goes right by the smokestacks. I think you can get your DraftKings, I think, to come in there. But those states, it's easy. I just pick up my phone and I could make those bets if I make
anybody. Bets on DraftKings. What?
In Illinois. Yeah.
So,
okay, maybe it's through Illinois, but
here's the thing. It's like these guys must think, man, they ain't gonna catch me.
Entitled. You said it earlier.
They ain't gonna catch me. They ain't gonna see me. They ain't gonna catch me. I got my invisible juice. There ain't no way.
So
who's Willie Beeman?
So who's more entitled right now? These stupid WNBA players or these guys gambling on the sports they're playing in?
Hey, how about this? I mean, again, talk about losing money. We've already saw how stupid Jonte Porter is. He, obviously, Chupacabra, whatever his name is, Marcana, he's dumb because he only won 4.3% of the bets that he 4.3% of the bets he made did he win.
Probably because you had to place the bets in English. I don't know. I'm just assuming.
Numbers are universal, Zach. God,
but not
math is
placing.
a universal language. So
obviously not.
Kelly placed 10 bets on baseball. Now the other guys didn't bet on their own team. He placed 10 bets. Average money per bet was $9.92, and he made $28. Groom placed 32 bets. Average bet was $15. He netted negative $433. Rodriguez made 28 bets. Average bet was $25. I'm pretty sure he came out at zero. It says NA for him. And then Sal Frank, he made 28 bets, $15 a bet, and he netted negative $272. What this tells me is everybody who's been busted for betting sucks at betting.
Right.
They
which
just
is why
suck
they
at betting.
why they probably got caught.
This is where people need to step in, and even it doesn't matter. Just be like, dude, you need to stop. Please stop. Okay, because you would talk about like your $3,000 job affecting your $40,000 job. How about that? How about the fact that you couldn't control yourself enough? Number one, does not bet on the sport that you play, but then you suck that bad at it that now that's cost you your job,
right?
Your opportunity in the majors.
I bet they also probably invested their money with Bernie Madoff. That would be all my other question. That would be.
You want to take a bet? You want me to bet? These guys do.
You mean to tell me they can't just bet in the clubhouse? Hey, you mean to tell me they can't just get, a card game here or this game there in the clubhouse and just do it that way? I mean, come on.
So talk about Shohei, because I know you think he's guilty of sin, but his interpreter, Apai Mashura, or whatever you say, I don't know, charged with stealing more than $16 million, and he faces a maximum of 33 years in prison. I think that was a very poor decision. And and you take all those guys and Jonte, that dude was twice as bad and then some.
Okay. What do you think, Shohei and everybody's like, look, do a plea deal.
No way.
Take the 10 years, and when you come out, we'll give you money.
That's why I don't think Shohei did it.
Oh, I think he did it.
Well, I know you do because you've said
I
that.
think he did it. I think it's
time.
Hey, we just had one hush money trial. We'll probably have another coming up here.
Oh, here we go.
Oh man, hey,
sounds like a wild goose chase over there in New York.
Hey, think about it. Why wouldn't Shohei and the powers that be and be like, look, fall on your sword? And
why would
come
I
out,
do that? He could turn around and turn on Shohei and do 6 months. He would do 6 months. You're going to face 33 years over 6 months?
Yeah, but would you not do 10? Hey, would you do 10 for 50 mil?
I lose 10 years of my life. I might not make it that far.
He's probably
Jason's got a 5-year plan.
Like you guys said earlier, I might not make it. So
this is easy. No, you wouldn't take you wouldn't take $5 million for 10 years, 10 years of your life. No, how about 33, Zach? What's that worth to you? You ain't gonna get this.
You gotta
you
play.
Ain't got okay. That's what I'm saying. There's no way that he's fallen on his sword for 33 years and a bunch of money. He might be dead by the time he gets out. What are you gonna do for your kids? Guys, I tell you, I invested something for you.
Commissary. I don't know what to tell you.
Gosh.
I don't know. Okay.
No freaking way. That's why he didn't do it.
Then you got to tell me Shohei must be the dumbest guy, because how do you lose $16 million?
Yes. That's what I think. I think Shohei was taken behind the woodshed on this because dude struggled
Here,
with
sign
English,
this.
man.
I need you to sign this.
Well, I don't understand. It's in English. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. No, it's not. That's why I think he was stupid because he had learned the language. He's got to rely on this guy. He's in the country. He's new. Come on. The Rosetta Stone isn't great, I guess. I don't know.
Is it not round enough? I don't know.
It's not round anyway.
It's not round enough. What the is he talking about?
This show is
so hold on, time out. You mean to tell me?
No,
hold on. The Dodgers who got the interpreter? That's what I want to know.
That's his guy. It's his best friend or whatever. He came over with him. You get landed on the plane. He's the guy who can speak
English. On the plane with him. He's the one that said, "No, this gate."
I can't say he came over on a boat. Nobody travels on a boat anymore.
He's on a boat.
He's on a boat.
Oh,
swim trunks and my flippy floppies.
Flip flops. Yeah.
I just there's no way he did it. Who's going to do that? Who's gonna go to prison for 33 years? He would have been
a lot of people go to prison for 33 years.
and say I'm gonna take a payout so I can keep my mouth shut for 33 years. It's not the same as
you take a plea deal. You plea it down. You serve your 10.
He would have to throw Shohei under the bus to get the deal. Dude, I watched enough Criminal Minds, Chicago PD, that I got that. Okay, you got to give me something for me to give you the deal.
That's right. I taught criminal justice, man. I know all about that.
Zach watches TV shows too. See?
Oh man, yep.
I'm just telling you that. So how's he going to get out of it? Or get the deal? He's got to throw Shohei because they're going to say, "Listen, we want Shohei." They're going to go in the interrogation room. Like Chicago. Yo,
put
we
the
want Shohei. You gotta give us Shohei right now. No, he ain't gonna. I'm just telling you, it's he didn't do it. Sorry,
right.
I don't believe it. Hey, give me better evidence.
Okay.
Hey,
I don't know if he did or not. But I do know that
better evidence. Who's got?
Well, let's say I do know that he is making MLB a good chunk of money, I'm sure. So I could see what Zach's saying.
I don't say that's not possible, where it's like, listen, we're going to sweep this under the rug. But you're also talking about the MLB is one thing, but racketeering, this is like what, the FBI? They're not going to go for that. They don't freaking care. Oh, you're a baseball player? How would you like to be the guy who popped Shohei Ohtani in the FBI? You want to talk about that guy? Yeah,
Okay,
that's a famous
listen.
case. Those guys are all about it. If they
Listen.
could have got him, he'd have been nailed.
No,
He'd have been
no.
crucified.
Here's why.
Those two guys, those two sinners next to Jesus and Shohei. That's what they'd have been all about. 4 crosses on the hill. I got that guy.
No.
I got that guy. You don't even
When
speak
lightning
English.
strikes
Got
you
him.
here in a second. No, because here's what I'm going to tell you. MLB, too big to fail. It's not happening.
They don't care about
Not
the MLB.
happening.
FBI does not care.
But the MLB cares about Shohei, and they care about the global market.
What they do?
Hey, dance for me, puppet. This might have international strings attached to it. Okay, that's all I'm saying. You can't tell me that dude got $16 million on his own accord, and Shohei didn't know. You just can't. You just cannot tell me that. He had to know. Okay, I'm pretty sure all of us can look in our wallet and say, where was that $5 bill at? Where did that $5 bill go? Oh, yeah, and I remember 16 mil. I don't care how much money he's making. Shohei's going to know to 16 mil missing.
How much money do you think he already was making from his time in the KBO or whatever, and then his endorsement deals with like New Balance? I mean, there's a lot of money there.
$15 million.
I'm not.
Thank you, Thank you, Jarvis.
Hey, I'm taking care of it. It's okay. I'm just saying, like, you put your trust. If you take the guy or the girl that you trust the absolute most, you would not suspect them of taking your money until you found out differently.
Oh, bull crap. I would still check my bank account once in a while.
Just make sure.
What do we say? What do we always say?
I do that with my wife. I'll still check that thing. Kidding me?
Thank you. Thank you.
Kidding me? How are you not checking?
What do we always?
16 million.
Thank you.
Hey, wait. How about he might just be that stupid? There you go. The answer to Zach's question, is he that stupid? Maybe he is. Here's the thing. All of these guys who've been busted for betting on baseball or on basketball or any other professional sport, I mean, it's like you can sit there and watch the news and be like, man, that guy's dumb, as I'm placing my bets on the sport I'm playing. Like, how in the world? It's like you're seeing this happen. And what are you going like? They'll never catch me. I mean, you're seeing all these other dudes getting busted, and you're just sitting there thinking to yourself. So anybody who's watched all this unfold, the 6 guys already this year who've been busted, for all of them who aren't watching the show and who are sitting there watching ESPN and seeing these shows, seeing all this unfold, you're sitting there still making your bets thinking, they'll never get me. You're an idiot. I mean, you are way past the point of being a moron. They are so far. They want to nail every one of these guys because of what you said earlier. They're entitled. They feel like the average working class dude who puts on a badge and goes to work, and their job is to bust these guys that do this. They want to bust the entitled guys. You want to tell me the cops don't want to nail dudes for white collar crimes? Are you kidding me? That's the ones they want the most. I'm just think about it. What do you want? Do you want the scumbag that you might get shot with, or the white collar guy I might get my name in the paper for? You know, I mean, that's the one you want. You don't want the one you're going to lose your life for. You know, call Eddie and ask him when he was a cop. Who'd you rather bust, that guy or that guy? Pretty simple. The thing is they all think they're not going to get caught. That's how stupid they are. I don't tell you. ESPN Deportes, then maybe if they need to be in the native language or something, so they maybe understand what's happening. I don't know. I think they're ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm sorry. Just the way it is. You guys got any final quotes before things before we go to our next break? Or
nope.
Wow.
Not at all.
None. Nothing.
Nope. I think you said it. You wrapped it up nicely there. Put a bow on it.
No, that's so nice.
I know, right? All right. We come back. It'll be our third and final segment of the Coach's Box Call Like to See It podcast. You're watching it. We'll be right back.
I'm a bird stuck in Larry Bird's attic. And I'm going cuckoo.
What the heck?
What you got, Larry? May the best bird win. Rick. You may be a legend on the court, but you're an amateur up here. Heads up, Larry. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem, like me.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands?
On average, heating and cooling account for around 40% of your energy bills. Introducing the efficient Daikin Fit, a revolutionary HVAC system for ducted homes. While other units use considerable energy turning on and off, the Daikin Fit saves energy through consistent comfort control. It's the perfect fit for homes like yours. See the difference. Feel the benefits. Daikin Fit.
Give Home by SMCI a call today at 636-337-4444 or email them at service@homebysmci.com.
Guys, if you've been in to check out the changes at Case and Buck's Grub and Pub, stop by, check us out. We've got awesome wings. We got great pizza. We got a steak sandwich, a steak salad. Holy cow, we got games. We've got lotto. We've got cold beer. We've got a little bit of everything. Stop by, check us out. Check out the weekly specials. Barbecue, pork steaks, yum. Harold's Market, thank you, my friends. Check us out. We are waiting for you.
Uh-oh, we're missing one.
Oh, he's gone.
There you go.
Anyway, welcome back to the Coach's Box Call Like We See It podcast. Appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. You can check out all of our shows on Facebook, on YouTube. You can listen to them on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify. You can do that all for the grand total of $0 freaking dollars because we don't put anything behind a paywall. Jarvis holding up the double O's there for the zeros because that's what it costs you to tune in to this hot garbage and listen to us talk garbage on each other. So with that being said, Zach wants to throw an assortment of questions at me and Jarvis. So go ahead and line that one up, Zach.
Okay, so this is weeks in the making, which probably doesn't mean it's going to be worth a darn. But you guys have been gone, but I've been trying to wait I'm hoping to get you guys to go against each other. It's been a while, 193 episodes. We got to get back to the old school days where you two are at each other's throats. So that's the hope, because that's what the people want. Okay, and we got to give the people what they want. So I got a series of questions for you. All right, and we'll just go in order. All right, what do you think you could do? Do you think you could hit 100-mile-an-hour pitch? Or do you think you could score against LeBron one-on-one? 100 100-mile-an-hour pitch or score against LeBron one-on-one?
Me personally.
You personally.
Dude, I would score on freaking LeBron.
You get $1 million if you do one of them.
I could definitely score on LeBron before I could hit
I've
100.
seen you play.
There we go.
Basketball?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can't score on LeBron.
I gotta wait. Which one do you think you could do? It is. I've got a better chance of scoring on LeBron freaking James, especially the older he gets, than I do of hitting 100 mile fastball.
You could stick the bat out and get lucky and just put it right where the ball is.
Did you say get a hit or hit the ball?
Yeah, hit. Yeah, get a hit.
A base hit.
Yeah.
Oh wait, now wait. How many pitches do you get? I mean,
what? I mean, hey, I don't know, 10.
That's
10?
why I went with the Jason.
Hell no.
Right there.
I'd tell you, I'm with Chris. I'd rather.
There you go. Yeah, eat that crow, Jace. Eat it. Eat it. Does it taste good? You like that? You like that?
What if the pitch?
If
is,
it was
is
one
coming out of a
pitch, there
pitching
ain't hell
machine?
no way.
No. What if it was out of a pitching machine? You got 10
No.
pitches.
No.
Okay.
No.
No, they did. You know what's funny? They did this on They were talking about this on 101 today, but they were talking about 100. Now 100 pitches, I'm gonna hit one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I might not hit it far.
A base hit.
Well,
Yeah.
they
It's a
weren't
little
saying a
Dutch
base
door,
hit. They were just saying hit it.
single.
Jason, if you hit a weak grounder in the infield, you're not legging that one out to get the hit. I'm not doing it. You sure as hell ain't.
Yes, you can, dude.
No.
100 pitches, you're gonna get lucky if you stick the bat out one time and get it over the out.
Do you understand how little time you actually have? They did that on sports time.
Sure, it's a lot.
I've already got to be swinging right now to hit this if I'm doing this next week. Okay,
I agree, but 100.
You're not scored on LeBron.
That's what ESPN. Bull crap. 100 pitches.
Okay, Alec came and threw those pitches to me, and I'm telling you right now, I couldn't hardly see the damn thing, and he wasn't throwing. He wasn't juicing 90. Okay, I'm just telling you. I'm like, oh my gosh, how the hell?
But he was also snapping off sliders at you.
That slider he threw to me looked like it was going to take me out. I was so scared for my life.
You're like, I hope this premium's paid up.
Oh, I was just going to be like, if I get hit, I can't act like it hurts.
Okay.
No, I got a better chance. Dude, I can shoot from the 3-point line and maybe get lucky and hit one over LeBron. I'm not taking him to the basket. That'd just be stupid. You're blocking me, big guy. No, I got a better chance to score. Scored one bucket than I do of getting a base hit. No. Oh, I'm scoring a bucket.
All right.
Broken shoot over here. I don't know about you guys.
Okay. Jordan. Here's your list of players. Jordan, Shaq, LeBron, Steph, KD, and Kobe. Jordan, Shaq, LeBron, Steph, KD, and Kobe. You have to cut one.
Hold on.
Who are you cutting?
I'm writing this down.
Jordan, Shaq, LeBron.
Down to Jordan.
Yep. And anybody watching, if anybody's watching, they can comment. Jordan, Shaq, LeBron,
Okay.
Steph, KD, and Kobe.
You saying Kevin Durant, right?
Yeah.
KD
and Kobe.
Okay, I'm telling you right now, I'm cutting Kevin Durant because Kevin Durant is a little bitch in compared to the other guys. And he's a big one too because he's like 6'11". But I'm gonna take Steph because he can pass and shoot. I'm gonna take Kobe because it's pretty simple. He's Kobe Bryant. And on top of that, LeBron is LeBron, and then Shaq's one of the most dominating centers of all time. And there is no argument that I would ever cut Michael Jordan. If anybody would ever cut Michael Jordan out of that group, you don't know anything about basketball. No freaking way. Now, after I do that, Kevin Durant's burner Twitter account is going to give me all kinds of crap because that's just the kind. Again, that tells you exactly why I think he's a little bitch. But go ahead.
Evidently, he's very ashy too. I hear.
Yeah.
Did you see that picture of that sock? Anyway,
weird dude. He's a weird dude.
Yeah, you thought we were going to debate it. I mean, there's no doubt that KD is the one you have to cut here. I mean,
gosh, see, come on,
right.
Zach. You didn't step up your game.
I'm going through. Okay.
Well, I mean that one. I mean, Jordan, greatest of all time, GOAT. Never won't be the GOAT.
Right.
Kobe, 2. He would be my number 2 of all time. Bron, he's in the conversation, but I don't know where he's at.
LeBron is the most talented player of my generation. Talented.
Shaq, most dominant center I've ever seen play. And I saw Elijah one. I saw some, but when Shaq was in his prime, and just think of his lazy butt would have worked at it.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Wait, think of his Orlando days.
And Steph changed the game.
Yep.
He changed the game. KD is good. I mean, KD's demeanor hurts him in this argument anyway. He's just so quirky, weird. And
he doesn't guard as good as any of these guys.
No, he can't play defense.
Hold on. Chris, you've said, and I'm trying to stir the pot here, you've said for weeks that LeBron doesn't play defense.
When LeBron wants to play defense.
When he wants to, he can.
Okay.
LeBron played defense one time and let Kyrie hit his shot. And they won an NBA championship.
There you go.
Sorry.
Okay, moving on. Next question. So I wish Kevin and Jim were here only because I'm going to bring this up.
Who?
Yeah, exactly right. So if you haven't watched, and it's summertime, I'm trying to find new shows to watch. So I thought, you know what? I'll try an episode or two of this Welcome to Wrexham. It's with Ryan Reynolds. It's this documentary on the Ryan Reynolds soccer team and McElway or whatever.
Oh, you've already lost me. You already lost me. Soccer.
Okay. Anyway, it's interesting. It's really neat. It's about them Hollywood guys being owners in this club in England. So my question is, in your opinion, what is your favorite sports documentary of all time? Your go-to,
easy.
your favorite.
It's going to be very easy. I'll let you.
Well, it's got to be Jordan's.
Yep.
I mean, how can it not?
It's not even close. It's not even close. The Last Dance is my favorite sports documentary.
Now, I will say Derek Jeter's.
Okay.
That was good.
That was good. But
good.
Jordan's is the best. And the big reason, let's be honest, the big reason is I lived through Jordan. I lived through that era.
Yeah,
I mean,
nostalgia part.
Yes, and it just, dude, he's the man.
I mean, I know it was basic. It's basically one-sided because it's him, and The Last Dance is basically he had to put his rubber stamp on it, but it was done so well. And it's Jay said right. I mean, you're reliving those days of watching those games.
Dude, I had goosebumps when I watched, and I still do. Like I can watch it in history of sports class, you know, and dude, and I'm looking around, and I got a kid asleep. I'm like, you are disrespecting basketball right now.
Like I will kill you. I will stab you right now.
So I thought about that because Hoop Dreams again, the Welcome to Wrexham. Then you go back.
Hoop Dreams is good, but
it's the original, I guess, if you will. And I mean, there's been all the ESPN 30 for 30s. There's been some good ones.
There's a blue chip. I mean, if you go 30 for 30s, there's some really good ones, man. I like I said when we talked about Bill Walton, I thought his was really good. I thought Deion Sanders was good.
This was good. If Jill hasn't seen More Than a Game, or excuse me, Heart of the Game, because that came out close around the same time as when LeBron's More Than a Game came out. It's Heart of the Game. That's a good one. It's about girls basketball up in Seattle, Washington.
It's called Heart of the Game.
Heart of the Game. It goes back to about 99 to 7 years after that. Yep, that's a good one for girls basketball. All right. In your opinion,
now, Zach, your batting average, you're hitting about as well as I would off 100-mile-an-hour fastball.
Okay, I'm just asking. Okay, now these are things. Debate. Okay, all right. Here's one.
You're not very good. You're not the master of debating. Listen, I don't know what to tell you.
It's summertime, right? We're getting ready close, and Father's Day's coming up.
I've cut grass the last 2 days for like 6 hours straight. Yes, it's summertime. Go.
Okay. Now you've already eaten at the barbecue, so you've already had food. Okay, but you have room for one more item that you could fit in your belly. Are you getting a hamburger, a hot dog, or brat? Your last one that's like I'm gonna take you over the edge and be like, I'm done. You taking a hamburger, you taking a hot dog, you taking a brat.
I've answered first every time, Jason. You go.
No, I answered first on the last one. But I'll answer first on this one.
Okay, that's true. Okay,
I'm gonna do a hot dog because I must be stuffed all the I'm right. I mean,
you're
I
there.
Yeah, so I got to do a hot dog. I mean, that's the one I'll grab right out of the meat thing and just
get that meat. So meaty.
Yeah.
I would go with bratwurst, man. I would just like bratwurst. There's something about a grilled bratwurst. They're just great.
Okay,
Barbecue.
I'm glad you threw the grill part.
Grilled bratwurst
You
and a
like
barbecue. Where's your head at? Get your head where it needs to be.
It is at the barbecue.
Oh yeah, it's a barbecue. Get my hot dog.
Now I'm starting to get hungry.
All right. Speaking of food, so we had this.
I'm down
yesterday.
8 pounds in the last 9 days. Would you stop bringing up food?
No,
I'll be freaking
food
hungry.
is great.
Gained
Okay.
or lost?
Lost.
There you go. All right. So just because, so we're eating at the table,
You're
and
eating at
I'm
the
watching the
table.
kids. Yeah, I'm watching the kids. We had corn on the cob, and I'm watching the kids eat. How do you eat your corn on the cob? Do you go left to right, right to left, or do you go in a circle when you eat your all the way around the cob?
Left
to right, right to left, or do you go?
I take it.
All the...
How I eat it, I take it and I throw it in the trash.
No,
I don't eat corn on the cob.
really?
No,
You don't eat
I don't like
corn on the
corn.
cob?
No, it's nasty.
You're American.
Okay, great.
Dude, you don't
More,
man,
I'm red blood American. I don't like it. Sorry, I'm meat and potatoes.
I'll
guy.
have one grill just for my corn, man, and it's over there just getting in the husk, get the husk, soak them in water, then put it in there, put it on the grill, and man, put some butter on there, and then
Salt. Oh man. All right, man.
Left
Chris,
to right.
You disappoint me.
That's okay. I've heard that before.
So many things I want to say. I'm gonna let that go.
I've heard that before too.
I'm at school still, so I'm gonna let that go.
There you go. All right. In your opinion, oh my gosh, what's the greatest upset in sports history? The greatest upset.
1980 U.S. Olympic hockey team. No, without a doubt. The next one, the 1983 North Carolina State Wolfpack winning.
Beating Five Slam and Jamma?
Yeah, hell yeah, it is. That's 1 and 2 right there. There is no for me, it's not even a debate. And you can say what you want, that's fine. I respect everybody's opinions and then tell them they're wrong, because there's no way that the 80 Olympic hockey team should have beat the Russians and then should have won the gold medal after that. No freaking chance. The next one, it's gotta be Jimmy V's team. That's all there is to it. No one gave him a chance at all, ever. They won it.
Jarvis, what do you think?
I'm gonna think that it was Super Bowl 36 on February 3rd of 2002 when Chris was, I think, at my house and Adam Vinatieri kicked a field goal to beat the Rams.
I wouldn't at your house for that one.
Well, I was mad.
I know.
I mean, I that's a bad question for me. I don't remember crap like that.
I don't think that was as big of an upset. That's not the greatest upset in sports.
Well, I know, but in my mind, it was an upset.
Well, it's definitely an upset because nobody thought they'd win.
Hey,
But I'm not saying it was the best one of all time. It might make the top 15.
2019, they also lost to them.
Well, they deserve to lose that one.
Yep.
Well,
all right.
Sorry. I don't have the greatest. I'm not a
No. Okay. So you've got these are football guys. Randy Moss, Barry Sanders, Dan Marino. The best player to never win a championship.
Dan Marino. Dan Marino.
Oh yeah. What do you think, Jason?
It's got to be Dan Marino just because the position he played and how good he was. I mean, I could see an argument for Moss. Barry, I mean, he played for an awful team. There's no argument. I mean,
and Barry Sanders, in my opinion, is probably the most talented running back of all time.
Okay, so why is he not? If he's running back,
I'll argue that.
Is Dan Marino number one? No.
Of what?
Of QBs.
Oh, he's just the guy who should have won.
Barry Sanders is not the number one running back ever. No way.
It's okay. You can think that too.
No.
Okay. What about baseball? Ken Griffey, Tony Gwynn, Ty Cobb.
Tony Gwynn for me.
To never win?
To never win.
Well, Griffey.
Well, I don't know. Jim Powers isn't here to tell us about Ty Cobb. Griffey.
Yeah.
Griffey.
Oh, Tony Gwynn, though?
Tony Gwynn at least sniffed a World Series. You know, he got to, play in one or two.
Man, Tony Gwynn was so awesome to watch hit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I agree.
Or, last one, Iverson, Barkley, or Malone? Basketball.
Well,
Iverson, Barkley, or Malone?
I just can't pick Malone on principle. So,
why is that?
Because he's not a good human.
Karl Malone? He's just out in the woods hunting, fishing.
And he's probably got like a 18, 15-year-old with him or something.
I didn't hear about that. I didn't hear about all that.
Zach's not doing his homework.
Must not have been on a documentary.
Not yet.
I mean, dude, Iverson, the glove, or not the glove, but I mean, Iverson, the answer, or Barkley, or Malone. I mean, Karl Malone and John Stockton was what, forever?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with AI.
I mean, I do think Karl Malone, because at whatever point he was second all time in scoring.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, longevity, 3 NBA finals, didn't win it. Man, it's hard not to say that he ain't the best player to never win. I don't know. Because Elgin Baylor was probably the guy who was the best to never win. Because as soon as he retired, the Lakers won. They beat the Celtics.
So maybe what's that tell you? Better have a better team than a better player, I guess.
I don't know. Elgin Baylor's pretty good.
Yep.
Play with Jerry West. Just saying.
Okay.
That's my pick. I'm going with Karl Malone.
All right. So I saw this one and I thought, okay, maybe you guys would like this one. Would you rather have Eli Manning's career or Aaron Rodgers' career? Eli Manning's career.
Eli's. He won Super Bowls, man.
Eli Manning, because he never did get hurt and he won 2 Super Bowls.
Who's the better quarterback?
Aaron Rodgers.
So why not him?
Because he played on a crap team a few times. His coach was dumb. I don't know. I just basically answered the question. I thought Eli Manning. Wait, it's like saying that. Do I want to be Jim Plunkett? Jim Plunkett and Eli Manning won the same amount of championships. Okay, I want to win. At the end of the day, I get to hold the trophy twice. Yeah, I want that. Do I'm in the Hall of Fame? Great. If I'm not, great. I want to win the damn championship. You can have the Hall of Fame. I want the ring. Both of those two guys I named, Eli and then Plunkett, they got 2. Aaron Rodgers got 1. He ain't never gonna win another one.
Not in New York.
Not unless he's a coach or he's a coattail riding offensive coordinator or something.
Yeah, all right. So Jarvis, since y'all are working on your new gym, I saw this one. Would you rather have a really cool set of uniforms with a rundown stadium or a state-of-the-art stadium with absolutely awful, ugly uniforms? Which one would you rather have?
The ugly. I'll take the ugly ass uniform to the stadium, man.
Oh, Chris, what do you think? That's tough, isn't it? That's tough. I mean, we're talking like polka dot, checkered board. I mean, this is disgusting.
Now that's kind of
Guys, listen, I gotta tell you something. We're gonna wear these crappy uniforms, but we've got the best locker rooms to hang them in when we're done. And I don't want to hear anybody bitch and moan about it either, because this is a great facility.
I know. It's the
But here you
greatest
go.
gym in the state.
But
you're wearing these polka dots.
hey, it's like having Principia's gym and wearing the equivalent of Great Britain's World Baseball Classic uniform, along with the Savannah Bananas crossed. There's no, I would still take the facility. You can always take the uniform off. You go into. I've been in those crap. No, I'm saying at the end of the day, I've been in those crappy gyms. Okay, I'm just telling you, it's got the second deck on it. You know, like a balcony. It was made back. It was pole, right there in the middle of it.
Oh my God!
Hey,
Mark
how
Juan's
about
old gym.
Scott
St. Elizabeth's
gym, man.
Which one? Scott City?
Oh, the poles right there.
Hey,
man.
how about St. Elizabeth's gym, where the corner of the court is downhill, is floating downhill, and the concession stand is right. I mean, the school doesn't exist anymore, and the concession stand is right
St.
there.
Elizabeth.
St. Elizabeth up in the city. Yep,
Where's
years
that?
ago.
Oh, what? I never heard of that place.
Oh yeah. Well, it doesn't exist anymore.
I never heard. Neither does Yeshiva, but I'm just saying,
that was a bad gym to play in too. But
I heard Richwood's gym was pretty bad to play in.
I don't know. Never.
So I heard. I never went there.
Uh-oh. Okay, you're an athlete. Would you rather only play in the first 3 quarters or only in the fourth quarter? Would you rather you get playing time in the first 3 quarters, or are you going to play in the fourth quarter?
Is your team terrible or good?
It doesn't matter. However you want to define it. Fourth quarter.
You are not batting very well again. I don't know what to tell you.
It's just, it's a.
Why would I want to play in the only way I would want it that way is if we're bad, you know what, and we're winning.
Then you
don't have to play. I sit in the fourth. I don't have to play.
So you want it that way, right? Is that what you're saying?
I would, well, I mean, it'd make my.
Tell me why.
Coaching wise, that would be great. Fourth quarter, I could just sit back and we already won, man.
I mean, I usually only start coaching until the fourth quarter. I let Zach and everybody else do it.
So that's what the problem was.
Oh my gosh!
All right, let me start saying something to the kids.
I think I did hear somebody say one time, "When are you going to start coaching, Miller?"
I'm sure there's a lot of folks who probably thought that.
Oh my goodness!
Oh well.
Okay. Would you rather play a position that you are better at, or play a position that you enjoy, have more fun playing with? Position that you're actually really good at, or a position. What now?
What sport?
Whatever. Again, whatever you want. This is so Chris, when you get back in the classroom, this is called open-ended questions. So when you get this in back in the classroom, these are things, to spur conversation. And
all right, you don't have to be a rear end about it, about your open-ended question.
Well, I'll answer it. Go ahead. Wait a minute. Say it again.
Oh, gosh.
Would you rather play a position that you're better at, or play a position that you have more fun with? So Jarvis, okay, what was your best position in football? Linebacker, lineman, what?
I was a D lineman.
Okay. What position did you have the most fun playing?
D lineman.
Oh, thanks
but I was gonna. The way you put that was, so when I was a sophomore, I was tight end, and you get to go out for passes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, after our sophomore year, our coach brought us all in and said, and had that talk for the next
Mhm.
year. You know, that next year talk you have with
Oh,
kids,
yeah.
right? Said, Jason, you want to play on the varsity next year? Yes, sir. Well, you're playing right guard. I said,
Right guard.
okay. I said, okay. Good talk.
Upside down.
Good talk. So I want to play the position that's going to help my team win. So,
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
even if I'm not having as much fun, if my team wins,
Mm-hmm.
that's fun. That's what dude. Why do we play the game? We play the game. We play the game to win.
Right.
Yeah, none of this. Oh, we played. No, shut up. It's a win. That's
What
why
do you think?
That's why I hate all this. Don't keep score. Everybody get an ice cream cone. So I want to play the position that's going to help us win, even if I don't like it.
Yeah. What are you doing, Chris?
I just do what the coach tells me to do.
Well, exactly.
What do
No, I
you
mean,
want to do? It's what would you prefer?
That's the way I was. It's like, I want to play. Coach is going to, hey, what do I get to play? Oh, I want to be this guy. Great. Sit over here on the bench. I'm going to play. You're asking that wrong. You're wrong guy to ask that question. You have a couple role players here. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go and play our role because we want to win. And I don't care what happens.
No.
Coach says, listen, I don't want you to take the ball to the basket. You stand out here and shoot threes. If you go to the basket and you shoot the ball, if it doesn't go in and there's somebody inside the 3-point line that's not named Jesus Christ, you're coming over and sitting by the bench. The only person you're allowed to score a layup on is the good Lord himself. That's it. You understand that? Because if you hear the buzzer, just start running the bench. It's for you.
It's the bench for you.
That's what. Okay, cool. I just knew it was me. Like, damn it.
Oh.
That's just the way it was. I'm going to play whatever I had to do to win. Help team win.
McVey, your picture is like clear as day on my screen.
Yeah.
But this guy's picture is still.
It went back after that last break. Yeah. He didn't pay his internet
He
bill.
didn't fix it right.
All right. Would you rather, just because you guys are buddies, would you rather coach or play and beat your rival, or play with your best friend? Be on the team with your best friend, or beat a rival? Like your number one rival of all time. What would you prefer? Playing with a buddy, or you're going to stomp a mud hole in your greatest rival?
Stomp a mud hole.
That's it.
Kind of seems like a no-brainer, Zach.
You think?
I want to win.
Oh man,
I want to win. And
I'm never gonna get that chance with Breeze. Never gonna get that chance. Now that he's administration, and of course, the week that leader comes out with that article, I didn't sign up for my 3-year renewal or some bull crap, so I didn't get a leader. Like, oh my gosh. So yeah, stomp a mud hole in my competitor. And Breeze, sorry, it was you. That was the guy I'd want to stop a mud hole in.
Wow, way to let him know.
Hey.
Well, I mean, I like Coach Breeze, but I still want to beat his ass.
That's fair.
I like you, Miller, but I want to beat your ass when I play it. We're gonna have to set that up.
Hey, you guys, listen. You're gonna have to schedule each other so we can have a wing bowl 3.0 at some point.
I'm still owe him wings.
Yes, you do, man. I ain't forgot about it.
Man.
Hey, to be a day, you just got to cash in. Pay up. Come on.
I got a little money right now, so you better.
You got a little change. You got a little change in your pocket to go jiggling. All right, Zach. What's your next terrible question to ask us?
Wow. Really?
Yeah,
hey, I don't see. Hey, you don't even read the show notes. You don't even know who's going to be here tonight. I don't want to hear it. Okay.
I didn't realize. Well, I knew that. I knew who wasn't.
Pretty sure I knew who.
I knew who wasn't going to be here. Yeah, power.
Okay. Would you rather coach a college team or a professional team? College team or professional team?
College team.
Mine has to be college team. I could put up with the professionals.
You don't want to play, because I remember, this is probably dozens and dozens of episodes ago. Chris said you got to go to the highest league, and professional levels are the highest league and the best league. And I remember we were talking about, what would you rather win, championships? And so, okay, so you don't want to say, hey, I got to coach in the best league with the best athletes.
Yeah.
I mean, would I wait. What if I rather do it? Like, am I going to have the most enjoyment out of it? It's probably coach at the college level, because I know that it's going to be a freaking headache. Now, at the end of the day, if I coach at the highest level, it's like, listen, and I never liked this, but I'd be like, hey, I'm Chris Miller. I was the coach. I was the coach of the New Orleans Pelicans. Yeah, that's a basketball team in the NBA. You've never heard of them, but I was there. And I might have got fired after 32 games, but I was there and did it. So you know what? You're going to hire me for this job at Who Gives a Rat's Ass University for the next 5 years, and I'll take a couple million. Thanks. Pretty easy to put that on a resume. Would I rather? Probably coach at the college level.
Even in today's atmosphere with NIL, and you got to recruit your players year after year after year.
Apparently, you got to recruit your players in the NBA, because otherwise they throw a mutiny and you lose your job. Like LeBron wanting to fire every other person, or the Bucks, and how stupid they are.
Or LeBron trying to get Bronny picked.
Or how about the Raptors? Coach of the year, and you let him go.
Yeah.
I don't
know how many times guys have won coach of the year and still got fired. By the way, has anybody seen the NBA final score right now?
No. What is it?
So it's Dallas.
I remember
okay. And Boston 92.
I remember you all said Dallas. Dang. You said Dallas.
Wait, they can lose the first game.
Oh, I know.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Hey, if you remember, the Lakers won a championship in the 80s, I think, after getting beat by about 40 points. If that was the Boston Massacre, I think is what they called that. Yeah. So it's the NBA. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Still say Mavericks in 6.
According to Zach, it's just a matter of how it's scripted.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it'll go 6 or 7. You watch. Money.
I do like the fact that Kendrick Perkins called out LeBron for trying to make Kyrie Irving's moment about himself.
Was that when he said, I don't like that guy, or I'm mad at that guy?
He said, I quote, he said, here we go again, Bron weaseling his way into someone else. This is not about you. Your team is at home, the Mavs and the Celtics, but yet you're so mad and disappointed that you're not Kyrie Irving's running mate anymore. Here we go again. Perfect. You know what? I hated Kendrick Perkins back in the day just because I love Kendrick Perkins, man. I love his takes. His takes are so much better than Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless. I mean, golly, that's him and Charles Barkley. I could see them doing a show someday.
Something about being in that league and actually going through it. You know, you have that experience factor, and you can see things maybe that the casual fan doesn't, or things that go behind the scenes that, whether it's the talking heads or, again, the fans don't know about.
Well, yeah, because you have the experience. It's like anybody else talks about coaching high school sports, and we're all looking at like, bro, you've never been a coach, okay? you 5 minutes, and you're trying to tell me about my job I've been doing for 2 decades. Just shut up. It's easy to see up there on the third row, with you and your buddies, armchair quarterback and me. Shut up. You don't know. It's like all these other parents. They don't know. Come on. Please. You see stuff. It's different. Sorry. Not sorry. Whatever. I know. I'm on it.
Hey, that's what I had.
Hey, I was telling you, I had practice this morning, and if you all want to talk to Coach Eddie about, man, I was fired up. I was freaking into it. It was so much fun, and I got after those. I'm telling you what, those kids probably have no idea. This is like a freaking hurricane, and I loved it. But I know my new assistant coach is probably like, man, what did I get myself into? And I told him before we got going, I said, guys, I'm on one today. We're gonna go. It's gonna be fun. And I was pumped.
Hey, you'll have to give me my phone number so I can kind of coach him through the psychology of being Chris Miller's assistant.
I was told to give you this phone number. It's not a suicide hotline. It's
I know how to cross. You know how to cross your arms.
Just let him do his thing.
Man, it was fun, man.
We're not playing each other anymore. I gotta come and just watch a Chris Miller practice.
Okay. Yeah, Tuesday and Thursday mornings at 8.
Oh
man, brutal.
That's too
it ain't
early.
my job. It ain't my they slotted those times already, so that way we can have our kids come in, and not have to worry about choosing the ball. I'm doing as much as I can to work with all the other sports, because especially being a new guy, you don't want, and it doesn't matter if I'm new or been there. I never want kids to have to choose between sports. Mm-hmm. So I think it's great when you're around programs that really work around that. I never had a problem with that at Pius. Never really had a problem with that at Grandview. It was anytime though that I've heard other people tell horror stories about having a hard time sharing their kids with other sports in the school, and I think that's awful. No coach should ever do that. And I will tell you this, and I think I'm seeing this so much more and more and more. The club sports are just killing us. They are just absolutely killing us. Kids who play club volleyball, club softball, club basketball, select baseball, all this stuff. Oh my gosh. It is the biggest scam in American sports, American youth sports, is all this selecting club.
Today I had 32 kids at our camp, right?
That's awesome.
And I still have about 3 or 4. I have a couple that paid to come to camp but have not been to one day because they've had a baseball practice or game every day. And I know it's not affiliated with our school, but I have a couple other kids that I have one that plays, a Legion, and I've seen him more than I've seen kids not playing a Legion but paying to play, like paying a bunch of money to play. That's crazy to me, and it sucks, man. As a basketball coach, you only have, like you said, this.
You get June. You get
June. July is football to me. And I'm going to have some open gyms during July, but I'm not going to do anything. It's going to be on Mondays, where football doesn't do anything on Mondays usually. So that's why I picked Monday. But I'm not going to expect us to go to shootouts and do all this stuff in July, because July is the fall sports are getting ready. And it just sucks. The basketball is that season. We're in the middle. And so, it's our off season. Well, it's our off season too right now. And
so you say, oh, okay, so you're going to come in the 7 weeks or whatever the preseason is during football season? No. So then come in now. Come in now and get your shots up. And
I'm sorry. You don't need to be playing that many games.
Bingo. You don't need to be playing that many freaking baseball games. I'm going to tell you again, baseball was my first love as a sport when I was a kid. It just was. There was something about it. Probably when I watched Field of Dreams as a kid, and my dad never played catch with me. So that was one of those things. I love baseball.
We got work to do. Let's go.
No, this is before we moved to the farm. So I've always loved it, but my God, I'm watching these select, and again, and I preface this, not all club sports are bad, and not all select sports are bad, and not all AAU sports are bad. But there is an overwhelming majority, because again, what are these people doing when they coach these sports? They organize it, they run it, and it's their livelihood. So they are recruiting for what? Money, for their livelihood. They're getting these kids to play for their livelihood. They're taking them to tournaments so they can what? Make money. This is all about them making money too. Now, that's one. Two, they're playing so much. It's just games. I was having this conversation with Coach Eddie, because obviously he's from Bosnia and he's going to be going back over there this month. And he said, I want to see what they're doing with how the Europeans are actually coaching basketball. He said, I'm pretty sure it's like quasi-military, and how that's more, we're going to work on fundamentals and play less games. Well, I know that's what's happening, because I hear other coaches talk about the change in the guard. So wait a minute. We're over here going, oh, we got to play more, and it's got to be fun. Everybody's got to have fun and fun. And the kids can't dribble, pass, and shoot. Bro, come on. That's the name of the game. And the Europeans are kicking our ass because they're doing that. So you take that.
That's another topic.
I know, but you take it and you roll it over into select sports, and that's
He's
all they
on
do. That's all they do is play games.
Yeah.
So got kids that are blowing your damn arm out in baseball. Yeah. They're playing all the freaking time. They have no life, and then they get burned out. There you go.
Well, think about it,
because you let them do that.
Think about it, because if you're a high school athlete, you already did all of the practice at your high school sport. Now, when you do the select, you're playing the games, because it's flip-flopped in high school. You're going to practice 90% of the time, and you're going to play your games 10% of the time. So you've already done all of that. And again, this is their mind.
The same.
So
it's
then
not the same.
I'm just telling you, but that's how they're going to justify it and say, look, I already did the practice. Now I can go do I already know how to do this. I've got the fundamentals. Let's go. And again, if you're a parent, maybe misguided, maybe not understanding, they're looking at what is the value. Well, in their mind, the value is, well, we got to go play. You got to go play instead of, practicing.
I was lucky, like with Dylan, he played for the Blacks, like I said before, and they did a good job of, we practiced, but it wasn't every day. It was maybe twice a week, and played every other weekend. No, there was a couple weekends where we played weekends in a row, but not often. So Dylan could attend all the camps and everything at school. I'm running into the issue that high school kids are still playing baseball, and then they're playing all summer, like 5, 6, 7 days. And they can't even come to a league night, or they can't even come to camp. Camp used to be the most important thing as a high school coach, is to have your group of kids together for an entire week. And I've averaged about 28 to 30. And today was the first time had 32, 9 through 12. And it's great to have them all under the roof here at Herky and getting to work with them. And it does kind of suck when some of them aren't here, and then they'll show up for a league night and want to play. And you're like, dude, you missed all the stuff we did. It's just, I've said it a million times. Baseball, it drives me insane. Summer baseball, not high school baseball. High school baseball don't bother me at all. It's summer baseball.
We're on the verge of losing out on our high school sports to the club sports, just so you guys are aware. I got sucked into the rabbit hole. I ain't gonna lie. So I was posting our stuff on Twitter.
I saw you posted it. My phone kept going.
So I'm gonna like this and retweet this, because this is talking about baseball. Japanese baseball player Chusei Manami went viral a couple weeks ago for this absurd throw. And I'm watching this guy who's like, I went down the rabbit hole. This guy might have the most electric arm in baseball history. I'm watching the throws. Now, Bo Jackson's the only guy I ever seen who could throw a baseball that fast. He plays right field. And
hey, Rick Ankiel is pretty darn good too.
No, dude, I'm telling you right now, watch some of these videos. Oh my gosh, he's throwing dudes out. That ball's got to be flying in there. It looks like he's throwing it 120 miles an hour. I mean, it's a freaking laser. He's outfield assist after outfield assist. He's 24 years old. His mom's from Japan. His father is from the Democratic Republic of the Congo. And he plays for the Ham Fighters.
And the Cardinals are back to sucking, losing 3-2 to Colorado today.
Back? When were they good? They just got to. Is 500 good now? Is that the
hashtag 91? Hashtag 91.
They were 13-6 there for a minute, and now it's back to.
They were average. They were 500 is what they were, and now they're not.
No,
they were 500. They got.
Yes, I'm not talking about the whole record, Zach. It's not. I was talking about they had went on a streak.
I know.
Now the streak is back to losing.
Yep.
It's like the dude said when I was listening on the way to basketball camp today on 101. He was doing it wasn't the fight, but it was some other contest they do now. And he was talking about, I'll probably lose. And they're like, man, you have no confidence. He goes, I'm a Cardinal fan. That's all we know right now is losing. And the guys are like, oh my gosh. He goes, and it was where they pick who's going to hit a home run or whatever. Okay. He goes, I know. He goes, I think he ended up picking our first baseman. And so he goes, yeah, I'm picking him, but I picked a Cardinal, but Colorado's going to win. And sure enough, they did 3-2.
I am happy though that Gorman's decided to start hitting.
Yeah,
Rose jacking some bombs.
Did he hit one tonight?
Well, no, I hadn't seen the score. You ruined it.
I just saw the score. The score was 3-2. I didn't look at the box score.
No, he didn't hit one tonight.
We
1 for 4 with the walk.
We suck again.
Yeah. Nobody hit a home run tonight.
When are they going to change the quality start definition instead from 6 innings down to 5?
Wow, Dallas is getting their butts handed to them.
Man, I'll tell you what. I don't know. I said that before. There's no reason why it should even be 6 innings anymore.
Mm-mm.
Man, we had Sonny Gray going today too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he only went 4 and 2/3.
Boy, all those dudes we picked up because they're inning eaters. I think they're like bottom third in terms of starting innings. Innings per start. I think it's definitely less than 6, and it might.
They're gonna have to sit Sonny Gray and let him skip a start or something because I think he's tired.
Sure, carrying everybody.
Well, but now that means you got to play. You got to pitch Libator or Palante. What a bag of cats that is.
Hey, that's not either. It's both because they've already been pitching Palante, and then they had Libator earlier in the year that was their starter.
Yeah, and how's that worked out?
Not great.
Not great.
Well,
is Trevor Bauer still on the market?
He is, but I don't think he's the kind of guy that Mo wants here because it might not be the right fit for our fans.
Too competitive. For our fans, we probably love him.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just not the values we want to instill. We want to instill a bunch of losing and non-leadership. We don't want the guys who might or might not have sexually assaulted their significant others or other people.
I'm pretty sure he was acquitted and found that it was all
the glove didn't fit.
You must have quit.
Anyway, well, I think that wraps up this latest episode of the Coach's Box.
Cardinals suck.
Yeah. Well, we didn't talk about them that much. So, guys, it's been 193 episodes. We're getting closer to the 200. For anybody who does end up watching this part of the show, if you have any cool ideas, feel free to share them out for what we should do for episode 200. Golly, I'm starting to go on.
Man, it's time.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
He's tired after talking like that.
Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, I'll tell you guys on the after hours show. But anyway, appreciate you guys tuning in for another episode of the Coach's Box. Call it like we see it podcast. We will see you guys all again next week. So until then, good night. God bless and take care, y'all.
Yeah.
This episode of the Coach's Box Call It Like We See It podcast is brought to you by Off the Rails Media. Life's more fun when you're off the rails.